Welcome to Do Y'all See This Pod.
Reacts.
This is our second episode, and we are very excited. We're going to be going over some news items. We're going to start with Ukraine. So, Nisi, you want to go ahead and start off?
Ukraine is pretty much at war right now with Russia, or should I say, Russia's at war with Ukraine. And we've been getting a lot of reports from online. It's unconfirmed, but we've been seeing a lot of video coming forward that they are not letting Africans out of the country. Of course, nothing has been substantiated, but it does seem as if, from what we're seeing from the videos, that Africans are just not able to get out. It doesn't matter what border they're going to, which is absurd to hear. We heard that they're only letting Ukrainians out first, which, I mean, at a time of war, to think that racism could just still be, it's like, come on, right now in this moment, can't we just all be humans trying to get safe? It's just so disconcerting to hear that even in a moment like this, when everyone's just trying to flee, that anyone would have to get in line. Like,
I saw an interview with a student who's currently trapped in Ukraine. Like he's not going to be going anywhere. He's kind of stuck there. He's not able to get out. And one
yeah.
of the things he says is even though he can reach out to his embassy, they're
Mhm.
not going to, like, there's no help coming. Like,
Because
so
they
he,
can't really go in.
yeah,
Countries can't go in
no,
to Ukraine. They can just, have like someone at the border possibly to be like, okay, these people are for this place. Like we'll try. Like I did hear, like there's some embassies that are saying that they are, sending buses and sending transportation, but they have to get to
out,
those
yeah,
points first. So it's kind of it's difficult to hear.
yes.
Um, but to just stray away a little bit from, this sad news somewhat, we're going to head over to another part of someone who is in the Ukraine as well.
There's a lot of push online for Jeremy Renner, the actor, to play Volodymyr Zelensky, who is the current president of the Ukraine, because evidently
Yeah.
the internet thinks they look alike. And I'm like, no, I mean, maybe, okay,
If you
but
squint your eyes a lot and you kind of like look away, I
yeah,
think you're in a
right.
dark room. You're in a dark room, maybe.
But considering the president's background, it's almost, understandable. So the president of the Ukraine used to be a comedian. He used to be an actor and a comedian, and that's kind of how he got famous and how he really kind of transitioned into the presidency. He actually played he played a part where he pretended to be the president, and then he became the president. Not kidding. I wish I was. Yes,
I
it was a
wish I
bit.
could say that this was absurd to hear, but
And
not
every
really.
time they bring up another celebrity, I'm like, please no, we've done that. I'm good. Like let's not and say we did. That I read an article and it was really interesting, saying that one of the things that the president of the Ukraine has been really good at is controlling that narrative, is making, is talking about the put your seeds in your pocket, like the memification of this
Now
of
I
this
just heard
really serious
this.
issue.
I just heard this, so it was wild to hear where this phrase came from.
Yes. Put the seeds in your pocket phrase, it came from an incident that happened in the Ukraine. A Ukrainian woman confronts
Mhm.
a Russian soldier, and she says, here are some sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are the national, I guess, flower of Ukraine. And
Okay.
she says to this Russian soldier, she says, put these seeds in your pocket so that when you die on Ukrainian soil, sunflowers will grow. And yes, I was like, wow. When Biden actually offered to evacuate
Mhm.
Zelensky, Zelensky said, no, 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 I don't need a ride. I need ammo. Like, I need, that's the help I need.
Yes,
Like, thank
please.
you for thinking of me, but give me
Thanks for thinking
what
I
I
could get out.
need. Yes. So, we'll see how it all shakes out.
Yeah.
It's getting to a point where it's a little scary, but,
Yeah.
so we'll see how that goes.
We've hit some serious news, and we're gonna move over a little to something a little lighter in pop culture. And what's I find hilarious is we were practicing a little bit for YouTube before we actually got into our first episode. So for a couple of weeks, we would just like get up here, practice a little bit. And one of our stories that we had practiced on was actually Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet were divorcing, and we, went into this whole thing. We were talking about it. Now, look at this news. They have decided to reconcile for a while, just at first to see. Apparently, he moved back in about 2 weeks ago, and as far as they can tell, they've been good. So they're giving it a try just to see if because they say they put in so much work over all these years that
Yeah.
to just up and walk away from it. They want to try one more time. And I say she realized that the chicks was waiting. And people are waiting. People are waiting. So I mean, I'm sure people are waiting for Lisa Bonet too, but I don't hear about that as much. I
Mm-mm.
hear
Yeah.
Momoa is free and single.
Yes. We heard that as soon as we were talking about that the first story when they were breaking
Huh?
up. We were like
Yep.
already people throwing their hats in the ring. They're like, "Hey, Jason, I'm waiting. I am here. I am ready. Let me."
Right?
And so, yes, I think you hit on something really. They have been together for 16 years, and
Yeah.
I wonder if it's harder to stop that, like to kind of cut that right at the root. And so I do wonder if it was just harder. I do though worry that we're just going to end up in some weird cycle where they're going to break up again and they're going to get back together and they're going to break up again. But I'm happy that they're going to try again. I mean, I hope it works out for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I love love.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like what we're going to end up seeing is maybe because he was doing movies or something, and maybe because she's been working as well, that they just needed some more time where they would actually spend like committed time to each other. So maybe this is what they'll see now. Or they're going to end up like not saying anything else and still being together, but having like a more lax uh monogamous non-monogamous relationship. I think that may be what's going to end up happening,
Look, I
just
don't
because
want to
they
hear
both
about
seem
it.
like
If they do
spirits.
go that route, I hope they keep it shut down, locked down, and nobody knows. Because
Like
believe me, I do not. I don't want to hear about it.
you don't want to hear that they have an open
No.
marriage
Mm-mm.
as long as they're happy. I don't care.
Mm-mm. As long as they're happy, y'all do you. But can y'all keep that kind of like that stuff? I feel like should stay in your house. I feel
True, true. People will try them. People
that
will
is
try them.
not do what you need to do to be happy. But
Mhm.
also, like you don't have to share everything.
I wanted to be like Will and Jada, almost. Like I feel like we hear too much from them now. I feel like it should have been like how it was back in the day when people just kind of thought maybe that's what was going on, but it never got confirmed. Nobody, you never saw one of them with somebody. It was just like they together, and whatever you want to think is what you want to think. That's what I'm fine with. Like I don't need them once they decide if they're going to stay together or not. They don't need to confirm it with me. I promise you, I wasn't checking for
Right?
that. I only know this because you guys are telling me. So now I'm a little interested, but I'm good. You're gonna tell me no more.
Mm-mm. And I think yes, that right there is the crux of it. Like when Will and Jada, when it was kind of an open secret that it was an open secret, like that was fine. I was
Mm,
totally okay with it. Y'all do you. Like y'all are
yeah,
grown ups. I'm not your mama. Like y'all
yeah,
do what you want to do. But when they started
exactly.
coming out and confirming it and writing it in books and stuff, then I was like, this is too much.
Oh, the way
I
that we
don't
love
I don't
each other
care.
all these
I don't want to hear
years.
it. Sorry guys.
Good.
Yes.
I don't keep
It's
your
like y'all
crunchy
be happy because
love.
obviously they were because you'd see them out at the award shows and he'd be doing like
Mhm.
this thing and you'd be like, oh,
But I hope everyone enjoyed the Do Y'all See This reacts this week. Um, Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us. Send us some comments so we know how much you love us. And come back for us next week.